Right, YouTube, so what we're working on today is I've got this static clean window film. This window is in my master bedroom and it lets a lot of light in the morning. It's nice to have the light during the day, but in the morning not so great. So I'm going to put this static clean window film. It says it's UV resistant and 100% light blocking. So I've ordered the appropriate size for this window. It's actually a little larger than what it needs to be. So what we're going to do is apply this film to this window. It's a pretty simple process, but I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it anyways. So the first thing I've got here is there's a bit of dust around the window. I'm just going to kind of wipe that down with a microfiber towel real quick. And then once I've got the dust off, I'm going to come back. This is just a little bit of soapy water, and I'm going to start spraying this down. And get my window clean. So then once you think you have it sufficiently clean, and actually I can see a little bit of dust and whatnot here. So another good idea would be to spray this like this and take a squeegee. Just kind of wipe everything down, and what that's going to do is push any dust or whatever you have down the window and out of the way. I don't have a squeegee in here with me, so I'm just going to take my hard card and just kind of do that. You may want to put a towel down to catch whatever you're doing, because this is going to be a little bit messy. So you've got your window mostly clean, or as clean as you can get it. When I wet it down again, open up your film here. I wait to open this up until I'm ready to place it on the window after I've got everything clean, because this is based on static cleaning. And if you've got dust and hair and whatever else on your window and you open this up, it's going to start to stick to this stuff like almost immediately. And you don't want that. This says actually to cut it to the proper dimensions first, but I'm not going to do that. So on this back side here, you've got the film, like the sticky side. You can kind of see here, that's the sticky side. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that film off. There's a convenient little tab right here. Let's see if it works to peel that off. And of course, that is not going to do the trick. So I'm going to have to bend this corner over just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to peel a little bit of this back, just so I can start to get it to stick on the window. Again, I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of soapy water up here, so we can move that around if necessary. And I'm going to butt it up in one corner and up at the top. Then I'm going to start to make my way down the window. And I'm going to trim this side after I get everything kind of in place. So as you can see, I've got it there, and then I'm going to start just squeezing out some of that water so it begins to stick. Make sure I've got it nice and butted up in my corners. Then I'm going to pull this film down a little bit and continue doing that. Again, trying to make sure I keep it nice and tight on the one side and on the top. At this point, I probably need a little more water underneath my window. So I'm going to come back this way. Make sure I get it nice and wet. I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way down the window here, since this is going on pretty easily. So there we go. That way I'm not pulling it away from the window too much. So now I've kind of butted the upper left corner flush. The lower right, as you can see, I'm going to start trimming. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring this all the way down and get it tucked right into the corner. And then I'm going to cut it. I actually got that a little bit crooked, especially coming up into this corner here. But most of the light is going to be blocked out, so that's still going to work for us. Now, for the right side, I'm going to start from the top and come down. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off. Now for this upper corner here, again, I'm going to try to squeegee out as much water as I can to get this tucked right up into the corner. And actually, I'm trying to use my card to make a bit of a crease so I know exactly where to cut it. Obviously, you want to get this as tight as possible to your corner so you're blocking out maximum light. That's kind of your point here. So you see I'm cutting right down there. And again, this isn't perfect, but it doesn't need to be. I just needed to block out most of the light so we can sleep in the morning. But you can see what's happening here. And as I kind of get a little bit of extra material here, I'm just going to kind of cut this off so it's a little easier to work with. Gonna work my way down the window. So now once you have this all trimmed around the edges and everything, just come back with your hard card. If you see any bubbles or anything, make sure to work those out around the edges. And that's basically it. So I'll pan the camera back so you can see the finished product. So as you can see, guys, there is still just a little bit of light peeking through right there, but it's not too bad at all. And this is actually going to block out quite a bit of the light in this room here from coming through this window at least. We have our other windows over here to allow light, but either way, as you can see, that is going to block out quite a bit of the light transmission. We'll be able to sleep in this room a lot better from here on out. If you're curious to see what it looks from the outside of the house, that's what it looks like. Just looks like maybe you have a curtain or something there, but not bad looking at all. I do have a little bit of a bubble right there in the bottom you can probably see, so I need to go in and squeegee that out, but otherwise looking pretty good. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button as well. Everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, I would invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below right there on the right-hand corner. And if you felt that the products in today's video is something you might like to own yourself, there's a product link right up there to the right, upper right-hand corner, or down in the description will be a product link for you to purchase the product as well. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube.